Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the highly anticipated sequel to one of the most talked about movies of recent years, Joker 2, Folie Deux. After the massive success of the first Joker, directed by Todd Phillips and starring Joaquin Phoenix, expectations for this sequel were sky high. But things didn't go as planned. Let's explore everything that happened with this release and understand the reasons behind its disappointing performance. To understand why Joker 2 generated so much buzz, we need to look back at the impact of the first film. Joker, 2019, shocked audiences by exploring the origin of one of the greatest villains in comics in a more realistic and intense way. The film grossed over $1 billion and became the first R-rated movie to hit that mark, winning 2 Oscars, one for Best Actor with Joaquin Phoenix and another for Best Original Score. The success of Joker proved there was room for darker, more serious stories in the superhero genre. With a relatively low budget for a comic book movie, it surpassed all expectations, showing that audiences were craving a different kind of narrative, one centered on the psychological aspect and the social consequences of a chaotic world like Gotham. When Joker 2, Folie Deux was announced, many were curious to see how director Todd Phillips would expand Arthur Fleck's story. The casting of Lady Gaga as Lee Quinzel, a character suggested to be inspired by the classic Harley Quinn, drew even more attention to the project. The title Folie Deux, which means madness for two in French, hinted that the narrative would explore the fragmented psyche and the relationship of Fleck with this new character. With early behind-the-scenes images revealing musical sequences and a courtroom setting, it became clear that the film would go beyond what fans were expecting. This generated mixed feelings. Would the sequel be able to replicate the success of the original, or would it end up alienating the audience with its bold approach? Now that the movie has been released, we have some answers. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Joker 2 debuted with much lower numbers than expected. The first weekend grossed only $40 million, significantly below expectations and far from the impact of the first film. Additionally, audience reception was troubling. Folie Deux received a rare D rating on CinemaScore, one of the worst performances for a superhero movie. The main reason seems to be the drastic change in tone. The inclusion of musical numbers, the focus on drama rather than urban chaos, and the departure from the brutality and rawness that defined the first film were factors that alienated many fans and casual viewers. According to the Hollywood Reporter article, Joker 2's problem was trying to be too ambitious without successfully balancing all its elements. The decision to explore the character's psyche in a musical format didn't resonate with an audience that was expecting something more visceral and less abstract. Another issue raised was the film's pacing and length, making it tiring for those looking for a more dynamic experience. Additionally, Arthur Fleck's narrative shift, from a character who evoked empathy in the first film to one who oscillates between fantasy and reality, didn't have the same emotional impact. This ended up distancing both fans of the original and new viewers looking for a more accessible movie. Despite the poor performance, Warner Bros. Is still betting on unique and auteur-driven visions, as seen with Barbie and Wonka. But with Joker 2 receiving such mixed reviews, could this change the studio's strategy for the future? The fact is, Warner and DC will have to carefully consider their next steps for the superhero universe. Creative freedom for directors can be beneficial, but it needs to strike a balance to ensure these productions are both profitable and engaging for audiences. So, is Joker 2 just a misunderstood movie or a major strategic mistake? Comment below what you think and if you've seen the film. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more updates on the world of cinema. See you next time.